If you're someone whose mind races at 3 a.m., if your body holds tension even when you're relaxing, if you look put together on the outside but feel overwhelmed inside, this video is going to change the way you experience anxiety. I'm Dr. Minnie, clinical psychologist and Stanford Psychiatry Yoga X faculty. I specialize in trauma, nervous system science, and yoga psychology. And today, I'm teaching you evidence-based grounding techniques that regulate your vagus nerve, calm your autonomic nervous system, and restore balance to your prefrontal cortex. These aren't random mindfulness tricks. These are clinical, somatic, and neuroscience-backed tools I teach to high performers and trauma survivors around the world. Here's something most people never learn. Anxiety is not a thinking issue. It's a nervous system issue. When your heart races, your stomach drops, or your jaw tightens, that's your autonomic nervous system shifting into a stress state long before your thinking brain has time to interpret anything. This is based on polyvagal theory by Dr. Stephen Porges. Your body is constantly scanning your environment for safety and danger subconsciously. This is a process we call neuroception. And here's the key. Your body detects threat before your mind forms a single thought. That's why your hands get cold or sweaty before a presentation. Even though you know logically, I'm not in danger, you can't outthink biology. Why? Because under high stress, your prefrontal cortex, the part that's responsible for logic, problem solving, emotional regulation, it actually temporarily goes offline. Your amygdala takes over to keep you alive. This is why grounding works so powerfully. Grounding bypasses the mind and regulates your physiology directly. You feel safer, then your thoughts follow. If you're listening and thinking, this is me. I've been high performing from a dysregulated nervous system. I want to invite you to Unstuck, Burnout to Breakthrough, my 12-week program for high achieving women ready to lead from a regulated, trauma resilient state. This isn't motivational fluff. We use nervous system rewiring, schema-based CBT, and yoga-based somatic work. The link is in the description. Now, let's ground your nervous system. I want to teach you the 3 most powerful grounding techniques backed by science. Number 1, the 5-4-3-2-1 sensory reset. This is one of the most researched grounding practices in psychology. Sensory grounding works because it activates the posterior attention network, shifting focus away from internal worry loops to external sensory cues. Studies show that sensory engagement lowers amygdala activation, increases orientation to present moment, interrupts panic cycles, and re-engages prefrontal cortex processing. Let's try it. I want you to pause and search for 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, 1 thing you can taste. This is a neurological reset. When your senses come online, your fear response decreases. Use it before meetings, after tension with a partner, or when dissociation creeps in. Number 2, box breathing. Box breathing is clinically shown to increase heart rate variability, which we call HRV. It activates the vagus nerve, reduces cortisol, and shifts the body from sympathetic fight or flight to parasympathetic rest and digest. Navy SEALs use it to stay calm under pressure. Let's try it. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. And then you hold for 4. And you want to repeat this for 4 cycles. When your breath slows, your vagus nerve sends a signal to your brain that you're safe. This instantly reduces physiological arousal, and research shows a longer exhale, like 4 in and even 6 out, activates the parasympathetic system even more powerfully. So you're feeling more in control. Number 3, the frozen orange technique. The frozen orange technique is a sensory-based grounding tool often used in trauma-informed therapy, dialectical behavioral therapy, and anxiety treatment. It uses temperature, texture, and scent to quickly bring someone out of a dissociative, overwhelmed, or anxious state and back into the present moment. Here's the simple idea. You hold a frozen orange or any frozen citrus fruit in your hand, and you let your nervous system react to the intense cold, the firmness, and scent. The combination of cold temperature and tactile sensation and the citrus smell pulls your brain out of emotional overwhelm into the here and now. And this is why it works. It taps into somatosensory grounding. The cold activates A delta nerve fibers, interrupting spiraling or dissociative loop. There's a neuroception reset. So your vagus nerve reads cold and novelty as a survival cue and shifts you towards safety. There's bilateral attention. Focusing on sensation shifts you out of rumination and into somatic awareness. And scent memory. Citrus stimulates alertness and engages a different neural pathway. Here's how to use it. Number 1, keep a frozen orange in your freezer. Number 2, when you notice panic, dissociation, or overwhelm, take it out. And then number 3, hold it firmly and notice the cold, the texture, the weight, the smell as it starts to thaw. Allow yourself to breathe while tracking the sensations and stay with it until your body drops back into regulation. This can be really helpful for people who dissociate or those with panic attacks, trauma survivors, anyone who needs fast grounding, and even teens and children who benefit from a tangible tool. We want to use a frozen orange and not an ice pack. It doesn't burn the skin the way ice can. It smells pleasant and familiar. The firmness gives your palms something to grip onto, and the novelty makes your brain pay attention. So it feels real safe and not clinical or cold like an ice pack. Grounding isn't just a crisis intervention. It's a performance optimization tool. Your nervous system is the foundation of leadership, clarity, emotional intelligence, creativity, and even decision making. Here's the science. When your system is regulated, you operate from the ventral vagal state, which supports social engagement, clear communication, empathy, executive functioning, and confidence. So your kit should include 1 item for each sensory pathway because each pathway accesses a different regulatory circuit in the brain. So 1, scent for olfactory, limbic regulation is the fastest route to safety. Why? Because the olfactory bulb connects directly to the amygdala and hippocampus. Scent bypasses the cortex and calms the nervous system in seconds. So you can choose essential oil roller, lavender, eucalyptus, orange, a small cotton pad with your favorite calming perfume, even Vicks or Tiger Balm, if you remember those. To use this, you want to hold it close, slowly inhale through your nose for 4 counts, and then allow the scent to drop back into your body. Number 2, touch for sensory and motor grounding. This works because tactile sensation stimulates sensory integration and reorients neuroception towards safety. Choose a frozen orange, a smooth stone or grounding crystal, a textured fabric like velvet, knit, or corduroy, a stress ball or putty. To use this, trace this texture. Feel the weight. Grip it. Describe it out loud. This is cold. This is smooth. This is heavy. It's real. Number 3, taste. This interrupts cognitive loops. This works because strong taste forces the brainstem and salivary glands to respond, breaks rumination, dissociation, and panic. So here you can choose a mint gum, sour candy, dark chocolate, a packet of herbal tea. To use this, you want to allow the taste to flood your mouth. Notice your face react. Feel how your thoughts pause. Number 4, sound. So this repatterns the autonomic rhythm. This works because rhythmic auditory cues regulate the vagus nerve and reset sympathetic activation. So here you can choose a calming playlist, a small chime or tuning fork, any noise canceling earbuds, a voice note you recorded for yourself, like your safe voice. To use this, you want to close your eyes and just allow the breath to match the rhythm of the sound. And number 5, visual grounding. This reorients the orientation network. So visual scanning stimulates the brain's "where am I in space" system. This reduces panic and dissociation. Here you can choose a photo that evokes safety, a grounding card with colors or patterns, maybe a mini mandala, or a visual focus point, a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 card. Now to use this, you want to slowly scan your environment. Name 3 to 5 things you see with detail. Now here's how to assemble the kit. Use a small pouch, box, or zip bag. Keep it in your purse, your bag, your car, bedside table, or your office. You want to rotate items seasonally so they feel fresh to the nervous system. So this kit isn't cute self-care, it's neuroscience. Every item you choose communicates directly with your autonomic nervous system. You're not calming yourself emotionally, you're regulating yourself physiologically. High performers often regulate only after they have a crash, but your nervous system craves consistency. Daily grounding builds neural plasticity, meaning your system becomes better at returning to calm the more you use it. This is why we always say consistency matters. Here's the schedule I give my clinical and executive clients. In the morning, there's front load regulation. So 2 minutes of box breathing to lower that cortisol spike. Midday, we want to interrupt chaos. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 sensory check. That resets cognitive load. And in the evening, to improve sleep quality, do a body scan. This reduces sympathetic activation and improves parasympathetic tone. The more you ground, the easier it becomes. This is nervous system conditioning, like training a muscle, but the muscle is your internal sense of safety. You can't lead powerfully from a dysregulated nervous system. You can't think clearly when your prefrontal cortex is hijacked. You can't feel connected when you're in chronic fight or flight. You can't grow if your body believes you're unsafe. Grounding practices bring you back into your ventral vagal state, which is your place of calm, social connection, creativity, and authentic power. This is not just emotional wellness. This is neuroscience. This is leadership. This is liberation. If this resonated, imagine 12 weeks of nervous system rewiring. Unstuck Burnout to Breakthrough is my signature program for high-performing women ready to end burnout, release survival mode patterns, regulate their nervous system, and lead with grounded power. We use psychology, yoga therapy, neuroscience, and schema work to rebuild you from the inside out. The link is below. If your body says yes, trust it. Like, subscribe, and share this with anyone who you think needs their power back. I'm Dr. Minnie. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you in the next video.